Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How are we doing today? We've got a fun little stream to begin with. We are playing some DayZ. Anyone interested in DayZ? We will be doing a YouTube video right now, running through for the next half an hour to 45 minutes or so. Everything you need to know in order to start DayZ. I literally know nothing about DayZ. So I've got some lovely helpers from Ruthless Gaming. That is their server that we're going to be playing tonight, Ruthless DayZ. I will put all the links into the YouTube video, and of course you can see it in my Discord as well. If you are in my Discord, you'll be able to see the channels for DayZ. So I'm going to welcome in, we've got in here tonight Tom, Martin, hello. We've got hello. Danny.
Yo, yo.
We've got Mr. Billingham as well. How are we doing, guys? You right?
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Very good.
Cool. So, how are we doing, chat, everyone? Are we all okay? We are live indeed. So, the first things first, the lads are going to literally talk us through everything from start to finish. Like I say, I've not really played DayZ before, so it's a good chance. If you don't know, I don't know, they're going to tell us from how to get into the city to what to do, all the different commands, the buttons, stuff like that. And then we're going to go into obviously playing the game and how to survive. And Josh is coming straight in with the gifted sub. How are we doing, my man? Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So the first things first, I've been told to get open DayZ launcher and type in roof on the filters at the top under servers. And if I'm correct, lads, are we going into the PvP?
Yeah, so we've got obviously we've got the two servers. We've got the PvP, which is sort of shoot anywhere, shoot anybody, apart from unless you're in a safe zone, which is the traders mainly. And then we've got our other server, which is PvPvE with light roleplay, which is where you have to, a bit like if you play GTA, you've got to have a minimum engagement and some sort of reason to kill somebody. But we're going to go into PvP today, so we can shoot anyone anywhere, anything that moves. Perfect. Shoot it, basically.
So I'm going to click the play button then and click play, and we'll launch it straight away. Cool. So give us a rundown then. What is DayZ? Because, you know, I'm still quite new. All I know is you got to survive. It's a survival game, and you've got to defend yourself against other people and zombies, basically.
Typing. You're probably best at this.
Yeah, so it's just an immersive roleplay survival in a post-apocalyptic world.
Right, okay.
With, obviously, the element of survival. You know, you need to...
effectively, that's your main objective, is to survive, effectively.
Right, okay,
survive and thrive.
So, the idea, you start with nothing, a bit like Rust, is it? And then you work your way up, you build things, and then you obviously make money, do you? And then make a base?
So effectively, you'll gather, to enable you to be able to survive, you'll gather resources, you know, things like weapons and food. Obviously, there is the added element of it being post-apocalyptic, so there is zombies that you'll have to obviously encounter at some point.
Yeah.
Just like the real world, you can encounter sicknesses from different things, you know, from eating undercooked meat to general cold if you get too damp, something like that. And obviously hunger is going to be a hard one for you to contest against as well.
Okay,
also, so the sicknesses are very dynamic. Like,
yes,
if you're in a proximity of another person with an illness, it can be passed on.
Okay,
so you can catch
that's
it
quite
through
good.
Sneezing, coughing.
So it's quite realistic then.
Yeah. Even drinking from the same water bottle, you're passing on a cold, effectively.
Very detailed.
But everything's treatable, so everything in the world helps you in the world. So even from, you know, you can cook your food. If you kill a wolf or you kill a cow or a pig or something like that, that will give you pelt. It will give you guts, which you can make rope and stuff out of. It will give you meat, which you can obviously cook and eat. There's wells around the map and stuff like that that you can use to get water. And obviously everything will either kill you or help you in the game, and everything's enterable. So every building you see, you'll be able to walk in and be able to find stuff from clothing, guns, equipment, can openers, jacks, battery chargers, everything. Everything is around as if if you've woken up and imagine your world has just gone and everyone's died due to a virus or something like that. So everything that you would find in a normal day-to-day life, you're going to find in DayZ. And that's it. You've got to survive.
But similar, you know, with your sicknesses as well, you like you'd expect antibiotics, vitamins, all those type of things are all accessible and combine to help you get over whichever sickness you've contracted, effectively.
Oh, nice.
Now, this is a modded server, so we have sat down for a long time, worked on it for a few months with our amazing dev, Six, shout out to him, and we've built this to be customized to us. So we've played a lot of servers. Danny's played, I don't know, thousands of hours in it. So we've gone and picked out the best things. So all our traders are customized, our weapons. You'll even load in, as you'll see, when Tom, if he clicks Kamenka and loads in and
execute.
Yeah, you'll load in and you see we've even got customized clothing with the Ruthless badge on it. So everything from the ground up is fully customized. If you press, there you go, you've got it. Everything's fully customized to Ruthless. So this server is unlike others, should we say. So we've got custom vehicles. We've got custom helicopter scripts and everything like that in there. So helicopter is more realistic, because anybody who's played DayZ before will know that helicopters are, in a word, dog.
Right.
So these make it so that it's more realistic. So if you're banking a helicopter, you're going to have to throttle up to be able to make that bank as you would in real life. We've got advanced scopes and stuff in this, which makes the guns more appealing and stuff like that. But you'll see as we go through. First thing I'm going to have to do is come and find you.
I'm just trying to make it because I think my quality is
best setting for DayZ would be your full screen instead of windowed.
Full screen, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to. If you want.
Yeah, I think my stream is sort of lagging quite a bit, so I want to try and. I think everything seems extreme, so let's try and reduce.
Yeah. So you want object detail low.
Yep.
Terrain detail low.
Yep.
Texture detail extreme.
Texture detail extreme. Okay.
Shadows can be low, poor, low, or medium.
Or it is, yeah.
Yeah. Texture filtering, go high.
Yep.
Medium for terrain.
Yep.
Post process go probably go high.
Okay. Hopefully my stream's not lagging as much as I do this. So
medium for hardware.
Yep.
Disable foliage.
Yep.
Disable ambient occlusion.
Yep.
And post process high.
High, perfect. So if I click
turn your VSync off as well.
So options, video, and VSync is off. Okay. Cool. Is that everything we need?
Yeah.
Cool. So hopefully that means my stream is now not bad, not going as bad. Hopefully it's running a little bit more smoothly now.
Yeah, it is. I'm just
looks all good, mate. Perfect. Cool. So that's good because obviously you guys that are loading in, either watching the YouTube video right now or you're watching the stream, when you load in as well, that's helped me a lot. So maybe that might help you as well. So them type of graphics settings for you guys as well, and obviously you can run it perfectly. Because I remember I played it very long time ago, and my stream was going all over. I had to stop and go back to GTA. So obviously if we can get the perfect settings for everyone, then happy days. So yeah, that's good. Cool. Right, and the graphics look just as good. So I'm happy with that.
Also, them settings that I've just said, if the bottom section of the settings,
okay,
it's very noticeable changes once you're filtering through. So say if you've gone for a medium quality and your frames are still a little bit low, just change it to low, and you will instantly notice a difference in frames as well.
Perfect. Cool.
Same if you feel like you've got too many frames. If you want to up your settings, it's instantly changeable, so it's very noticeable when you change it.
Perfect. Cool. Sounds good. Right, so obviously we've just got to do the quick basics then. So obviously similar to GTA or whatever, we've got W, S, D, and A to obviously move around. Is it a jump? Is the space bar as usual?
Yeah.
What else? What other buttons have we got that we need to be aware of right now?
So you've got push to talk.
Okay, which is what?
Well, I've set it to my mouse, same as GTA.
Okay, right, so you can do that. But at the moment, is it caps?
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Okay, right, caps
You'll
it is.
be able to hear me in game.
Yeah, I can hear you.
One for you would be your left tab.
Right, okay. Okay, yeah,
So
left tab.
So that's going to bring you up into your inventory.
Got you. Yep.
So as you can see there, you've got all your items of clothing at the top of what you're wearing, as well as guns that you might have, and then everything that's in there. So you can see in your custom shirt there, you've got 2 cans of food and 6 rags.
Yeah,
you
perfect.
can scroll further down in there. If you just scroll down a bit,
we got hunting knife.
A water bottle, and then obviously you've got your cargo pants. So all these sort of blocks here are all storage, so things you can find around the map, you can actually put into your pockets or into your shirt or anything like that, and it works as your inventory.
So if I want to, like, for instance, drink water.
Yeah. So if you then drag that into your hand.
Down into one.
So if you just grab hold of it and drop it into your hands just above.
Yep.
You can put it into one, but if you drop it into your hands first of all.
Yep, done that.
Okay, and then tab out of your menu.
And it says drink. Okay, so it says hold to drink. So it's left click to drink. Okay.
Yeah. And this is the same for most items. Once they're in your hand, it will most likely be your left click for you to use that said item that's in your hand.
And yes, free from that. If you die, you lose everything, but you can go back to your body.
And then what do I do? Just drag that straight back in, and there we go.
So if you, and then you can put it back in your belt like that. Now,
the numbers down at your bottom of your hotkeys.
Yes.
Okay, similar to GTA then, where you got 1, 2. Yep, perfect, cool. All right. Seems like we got E moves you left and right. Q and E, sorry. What we got?
Yeah.
What we got? F1 to F10 or 12 or whatever. What are they?
So these are your emotes.
Okay, right.
So if you were to hit F1, there you go. You've got your hello. And just cycle through those, waving.
Oh yeah, that's a common one.
Yeah. And then F4. There you go. You can flip someone off.
They also look better when you go into first person doing them. So if you press your V button.
So we got an F7 for points. Okay, right, got ya. Okay, cool. So they're all of our motes, which is good. So we can interact with people. We've got how to talk. We've got how to move around. Crouch.
C.
C. Okay. C for crouch. Yep.
And if you hold it, you lie down.
Okay. Cool. And then we can crawl like that through. Yep. Sounds good. Yep. And obviously shift sprint. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
I did have for you.
Control is walk.
Someone punched me and it's disappeared.
So we do have a feature for auto sprint on this server.
Yep.
So if you were to hold down your control,
you might have to rebind it because mine's
yeah, so it's going to be, you may have to rebind it like Tom says there.
What's this for, sorry? Auto sprint.
Auto sprint.
It's plus
on your numpad.
On your numpad.
So if you just tap that, it'll just keep sprinting.
Plus.
You can speed that up if you were to hold your left shift and W.
Left shift and W, yeah.
Yep, and while you're doing that, hit your plus on your numpad. That will then take over, you can let go, and it will just keep sprinting.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, it's quite a large map, so that will come in handy if you've got like a large area to traverse.
Okay, that makes sense, because I mean, I suppose if I needed to travel 3 kilometers and I wanted a drink, I'd just crack on with that and then go get a drink or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's comes in handy. Cool. Right. So we've got the basics of how to move and stuff like that. Then. So what's our next move from here? Then we've just flown into the city, or into the big world or whatever we want to call it. What's our next point of call?
So for me, what I tend to do is my first port of call is food.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense.
Food and temperature. So if you look in your bottom right, you have all
my
your
temperature's quite blue. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need something to keep you warm. Clothing offers heat values.
Yep.
A fire would help you warm up. So the more clothing you've got on, the warmer you're going to be. But at the moment in time, we don't have any clothing. Right. So we'll start a fire.
We need to get that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Start a fire. Cool.
So we've spawned in at Kamenka. So for me, first thing I'd do is go to Kamenka town. So press your M muscle and open your map.
Yep, got that.
You can scroll in.
I can see me. Yeah.
And you can see all the town names.
Yes, Kamenka I've got here in front of me.
Yeah, so we're gonna run south towards the coast and go loot Kamenka.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, and just escape back out.
If you also press
Should we get him into the group? Should we teach him how to join the group first?
Yeah, just so it makes it easy so you can see.
Yes, so obviously these guys control J. Cool. So what do I then do here? So I've joined it now, so everyone I can see everyone.
So can you see all our names?
I can see all your names on the above your head. Yep. I can see you on the map as well. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's really good. If anyone wants to, if everyone wants to join and come and have some fun as well, you're more than welcome. Get onto the DayZ launcher. Type in Ruth, just WRUTH, and it will come up. It's Ruthless PvP. That's the one we're currently in. They do have another server called Ruthless as well, and obviously the PvP is just you can kill anything at any point, and we're just learning that type of thing at the moment. What I can do, if you are in my Discord, then make sure you have the DayZ role, and you'll be able to obviously find out all the details you need to join, and their Discord for Ruthless Gaming is in there as well. So definitely come and have a look. It is really good. It's brand new server they've just launched now, and I've thought I'd give them a hand. The guys that obviously own it are Robbie, OP, and obviously Martin's in there as well, and Billingham. They are all part of MRP as well. Oh, I'm running into a tree. They're all part of MRP, so you know, more to help the better for them as well. So yeah, all friendly faces, and a lot of the MRP players as well play this. Most of the police force and stuff like that. Right. So yeah, if you do want to come in.
Now we're entering a town. You can see the zombies. It's quite
I can see, yes.
So I mean, in sight we've got literally 6. We've got 7, 8 zombies.
Yeah.
So with the zombies, you have a choice. They work off as you would footprint noise. If you're sprinting around them, they're gonna hear you, and then they're gonna charge you. So you do have the option. You could crouch.
Oh.
And then, as you can see, when you do that, you see your little character on the bottom left there.
Robbie's getting.
Yeah, Robbie's just.
Yeah, Robbie's attack.
Yeah, I see my character.
Yeah, you see next to your little crouching characters, like a symbol next to it.
Yeah, so I'm crouching at the moment.
Yeah, that's the amount of noise you're emitting as you're walking.
Right.
So obviously, if you were to stand up and sprint, that would show that you're exhibiting more noise, and the likelihood of the zombies hearing you is more. So it depends. If you're not well geared initially when you come into the server and you want to avoid the zombie fights, because obviously they can do damage to you, cause you to bleed, etc. Then stealth is probably on your side. So, you know, crawling or crouching when you're near zombies will obviously help you keep them away from yourself, really.
But yeah, right. Because I remember one very first time that I flew in at the other day just to have a look, and yeah, I got attacked by zombies without even realizing. So
they can be quite brutal.
Yes.
Yeah, they can.
And just to confirm, obviously fighting them is your right click, and then obviously your left to punch.
Yes. So
perfect.
you keep
so you aim at them and then punch.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tapping, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, there are a lot round here. Bloody hell.
Yeah, so what tends to happen, obviously, as you can see there, Tom is using a gun.
Yep.
They can hear that noise, so zombies in the distance as well will respond to that. It's a noise, it's a loud noise, they want to see what's going on. So obviously they will just keep responding to that noise, hence why we have about 20 zombies on us currently.
We need to get Tom something to eat.
Oh, she's affected as well.
So your vitals down at the bottom.
Yep, I see that. I need to eat. So is that my tab, and then I've got them
if
things?
You tab, you
have canned bacon
with 2 cans of bacon and
cool.
one.
I'm eating that now then.
A little hint, obviously all this food is buyable. You can find it around the map, but you can also buy it at the traders.
Okay.
Now canned bacon, a little bit of a tip, is probably one of the best foods to have. For nutrition wise, it gives you a lot of energy for a small thing really. So it's quite a good can.
Oh, so I've just eaten. Obviously, my health won't go up very quickly, will it? Because I've just eaten. Oh, it has popped up now. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see the symbols above. That sort of indicates how quickly it's going up. So 3 symbols, it'll go up fairly quickly. And then obviously when they switch from going down, like your temperature is now, then you can see your temperature's falling. So it just alternates like that.
Cool. And that rag is obviously in case you've been hit.
Yes, yeah.
And then
so
you just
that's your initial thing. You can use rags for fires. You can use.
I did have another gun, but somebody hit me, and
but you can also get bandages and things like that. So you don't always have to use rags.
So I've just seen I can enter a house by opening with F and closing it behind. Will they be able to get in the house or not?
No. So that's always a good thing if you have a lot on you and you just want to get away.
You just hide in a house.
Shut the door, and eventually they'll get bored and start moving away.
Perfect. Cool. So at this moment in time, you've just told us to come here. Then, so are we just trying to find loot that's lying around on the ground?
Yeah. So effectively, it's about getting yourself protected. I mean, you have two options. Where you can obviously run to
I
one
knew
of the
he's got a bad
traders.
aim, but I didn't realise it was that bad. Wow.
Yeah, that's him.
It was a ricochet.
So as you can see now, Tom, you're bleeding there.
So I
Obviously,
get a rag out and I treat my wounds. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's correct.
it.
Yeah.
So if you ever get an infected wound, so that is where you've left an opened wound that's become infected, you can treat it with disinfectant.
Okay.
Different types of drugs. And you can take multivitamins to help with that. I think it's, what's it called? Mine, Billingham, OP, it's tetracycline, isn't it?
Tetracycline.
I'm hyped for FIFA as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, what I've seen in the bottom right-hand corner, obviously when you did shoot me, it come up with like a slash and a 1. Does that mean I've got one wound that I need to use one bandage for one wound?
Yeah, effectively.
Okay.
And the more wounds you get, the quicker you'll bleed out.
Right.
And then
Yeah,
as you
that makes
start to
sense.
bleed out, your screen will go grey.
Yeah.
Darker and darker and darker until you pass out.
Cool. Okay, that's fine then. Right.
So you see that little droplet?
Yes. Yeah. That's my blood, is it?
Yeah, that's how much blood you've got. And as that goes down, your screen will basically get greyer and greyer.
Okay.
Until you pass out.
Pass out, yeah, all sorts, as you would expect from anyone suffering blood loss, effectively.
Of course, yeah. So obviously, I'm going to put myself into this scenario now. We've got an event coming up. We want to obviously have as many people as we can. We've just got into the city. We're now in the stage where we're at this place. We've just defended off some zombies. Our next point of call, what are we doing? We're going into houses looking for loot, looking for clothes and stuff like that.
Obviously, at traders, you have the option to sell things.
Okay.
So if you, obviously, you will spawn on the coast somewhere, depending on where you choose to spawn. It's always on the coast. Obviously, traders are more inland. So the ideal
So there's
is
the helmet for you.
Yeah, so you can find a helmet there.
perfect.
The idea is to sort of loot these towns and find things that eventually, when you get to a trader, you can sell them.
Okay.
Here, Tom, there's a bat. This will help you smack zombies.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. And then, so I've got that on my back now. Do I just put that straight into my 1?
Yeah. So if you press tab, you can bring that into your 1, which is your first quick slot.
Cool.
You will get more quick slots depending on what gear you're wearing at the time.
Yeah.
But that is then easily accessible from number 1. You can quick it, smack it about a bit,
Yeah.
and kill some zombies.
If you come in this house, I found a rifle on the floor.
Right. Yeah.
So
got you.
that's your repeater carbine. Now, if you drag that into your hands,
Yes. Oh, into my hands, not my thing. Yeah.
yeah, 9 times out of 10, the guns tell you what ammunition. needs.
So about 3k. So it needs uses 0.357 rounds. Okay.
Yeah. So they're like a revolver round it is.
Okay. And so something I did learn the other day is that so when you're aiming in with your right, you can use your scroll wheel, click in, and it zooms in.
Yes.
Yeah. So it goes into first person. Okay. Cool. I learned that the other day. I believe that was one of the only things I learned. Cool. So I picked up a gun. I'll need to obviously find rounds in order to obviously.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's it.
that. Yeah.
But if you come towards us,
Yeah. Coming
you'll
towards
see
you.
that well we were talking about.
Ah, yes.
So most towns have one of
If
these.
you go up to it, you'll be able to drink.
And I hold F and I'm drinking from it. Okay. Cool.
So if you had a water bottle on you, so if you find a water bottle and it's got water in, don't drink it because it might be old, it might be dirty. So you'd empty that out. And then
Refill it from the
So
well.
I've
you would
got
refill it from the well.
I've got a canteen bottle here, haven't I?
Yeah.
Do I fill it up with that?
Yeah, so
so
that's
do
one of the
you-
bonuses of our server is you start with a canteen. So you've always got an ability to get water.
Wicked. And
so
how
if
do I get
you-
water then from here?
If you double click on your bat, so it puts it away for you, you know, in your hands. So if you go back to your inventory there you go. And now go to your inventory and do what we did with the water canteen, bring it to your hand.
Yep, that's in my hand now.
Right, if you
Yeah,
just
perfect.
look
So
at my,
now
look at my
come out of
character
that,
show.
come out of there, and then you should, if you look around there,
It
it'll
says
give you the
fill.
option to fill.
Oh, no, sorry, that's me drinking it. It's
Yeah, so you're
fill. There we
currently
go.
drinking it, yeah, and it'll fill it up for you. There you
Okay,
go.
cool.
Press
Wicked.
hold. What you may find is, if let's say you'd found, I don't know, some poultry around a chicken, you've killed that, skinned it for the food element.
Yep.
If you've handled like raw meat in your hand, and you go to a well here and drink with your hands, the chance that you will get bulla, you'll get salmonella of some description, or if you're handling meats like that. So it does also give the option to wash your hands when you come to wells. Unless you've got gloves on, it's always worth it. Gives you the option, wash your hands before you do anything else.
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh,
I found you a bag.
That's the backpack for you, Lord.
thank you.
I don't want to come too close. I have a cold.
Oh, you have a cold? Wow. Okay, stay away from us then.
And they can spread. So if he comes and coughs on you, it will spread and you might get that cold.
Right, okay. Especially with no clothes. I need to stay as close.
The thing
so how have you got a cold then? Because you've got no clothes on, or?
Yes, because I'm cold. So I've just got a cold. So I've got the sneezes. In our Discord, we do have a section that gives a breakdown of all the symptoms of each cold and how to treat these.
Basically, it's like a cheat sheet for every illness. It'll tell you the symptoms of it. It'll tell you what you need to cure it and how to cure it. It's a really good cheat sheet, especially
so I'm
for
just
new players.
Just in the Discord then. So sickness here. So we've got all of this here. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. So if you were to open that, that will tell you everything that you could contract and how you kill it, how you cure it effectively, and the symptoms.
Wicked. Sounds good.
So if I tell you my symptoms, don't matter, you go down a lot though.
I think the symptoms for AP means the only thing to cure him is a bullet.
I was just about to suggest the same.
Yeah.
Maybe Tom here wants to put his first kill down. Maybe
yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
Oh, he's going for the bat. He's just going to bludgeon him.
I don't want to obviously.
It's the kindest thing to do at this point.
I don't want to catch it, you know, so I don't want to get too close.
So my symptoms are basically a common cold.
Okay, so that's
but maybe we should drop
that's
Tom
a
and
one bullet
here.
to the face.
I think so. All right.
The way you cure
I'm here.
it
I'm standing here.
is
think about that for a minute.
multivitamins, tetracycline, tetracycline, and social distancing.
Yeah, you've been warned, Danny. Stay back.
Zombies do drop loot, so as much as you want to stay away from them, sometimes it is a blessing in disguise to kill them.
Oh, she's infected.
They're all infected.
They're all infected.
So if you bring up your menu when you're above one, so if you go stand over a zombie, and then bring up your inventory.
Vicinity, I see that.
Yeah,
she's got a hat.
And then, there you go, so you can take a hat if you wanted it.
And I put that just in my custom shirt thing, yeah?
Yeah, wherever you want.
Or you can pop it on your head.
They've got another hat. Interesting, okay. We'll put that in there as well, just in case.
Right, okay, so as we're all pretty cold, let's start a fire and just warm up.
Okay, sounds good.
Right, so bring out your knife, which we start with a knife.
Knife. Yeah. So we got a hunting knife or.
Yeah, hunting knife. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so we put that in our hands.
We're gonna go to a bush and chop down sticks.
Okay. Received.
That's not a knife.
So if you go to a bush, it'll say gather. Stick.
There we go. Chat, I hope you're listening to this because in very soon we're going to have an event and you guys are going to be trying to help. If you're interested in DayZ, come on over. Make sure you get in.
Once you've chopped the bush down, if you open your tab menu, you'll see a long stick
just
in your
digging
vicinity.
up a worm currently.
It's just I'm picking up a worm. Okay, right. I've already
digging
got
up some worms.
Right, so I've got a long stick. Okay.
Yeah. Now drag the long stick from your vicinity. Into your hands where the knife is and combine.
You bring it over, see where it goes. Yeah, that's it.
Right, and then you'll bring up another tab in the middle of your screen.
Take or sharpen.
So
if you scroll wheel.
Yep, split, sharpen or split.
Yeah,
you want
to split it.
Hey.
So guys, the event's going to be that Tom just mentioned. It's going to be Team Tom. So Tom's going to put a lot of you guys together, and you're going to come and try and attack the admins, which will be us lot. So basically, if you win, there'll be good prizes, loot and stuff like that to get you started, maybe a vehicle or something like that. If you lose, well, that's on Tom.
Sounds good. We're not going to lose, don't you worry, chat. We're not going to.
He's your commanding officer and takes all responsibility.
If you move my camera, yeah, I can. Hold on 2 seconds.
The only thing that's going to cover is what's your clothing at the top, which we already have covered. So that's
cool. That's fine. So you're happy. Everyone's happy with the way that is now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right,
no worries.
Go back to that area where you was just chopping that bush down. I think Martin sat on it. You should have some sticks on the floor.
I picked up the sticks. It said take, so I picked up. I said click take. So there's 3 sticks in my inventory.
Yeah. Right. To make a fire, we're gonna put the sticks in your hand.
Sticks in hand. So swap.
Yeah. And we're gonna craft a fire kit. Campfire.
Right. So how are we crafting?
So
you need to put some rags with it.
Drag your rags into the same slot as well, and
combine. Yeah. So we say craft torch, craft splint, craft fireplace.
Yeah.
Craft fireplace.
Oh, so I'm gonna hold that. You said just before I do that. What did you need?
I'm just gonna say split your stack of rags, otherwise it'll put all of them in it. So right click on it.
Okay. Let me just right click. 2 in.
Yeah. You only need one.
Fine.
Oh, I only need 1. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Callum. Thank you very much for the follow.
So to make rags, guys, if you've run out, you can find clothing around the thing. You can take your knife and you can carve up clothing that you don't want to use, and that will make you extra rags. So you should never be short on rags.
One thing to point out, you'll probably see now in the top left of Tom's screen, you can see all of our names there. So obviously Tom is currently in a group with us, which you can do when you're in the server. You can create a group of your friends, and that is effectively all your health bars of each person named there is how much health they've got.
No worries, Frank.
And the distance they are away for you.
And if Tom press M, it will show you the whole group system. It will show you the group that he's in.
Hey,
and
welcome
you can
in.
have up to 8 people
Cinny,
in a group.
welcome in, subscriber.
And then if you want
Thank
to
you,
go
my
more
man.
than an 8, it then becomes a faction. And that is something that we are putting forward, is you can make factions and we can customize the factions. You can have your own faction logo, faction clothing, all sorts. So if you ever want to go more than 8, just speak to us, open a ticket, speak to us, and we can sort that out for you. But that's the whole group system. So you'll know where everybody is on the map, so you don't accidentally shoot your friends as they pop around a corner and you think, oh my goodness, that's an enemy. Pop them straight in the head and they all get salty and start crying about it.
You may think that will never happen. It has.
It will. It will.
And it has.
But at least then you've got to come back to say, well, you knew it was me. My name's above my head.
Yes.
So.
Right. Okay. So once we've crafted that fire,
Cinny, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're well.
Fuel to fuel
for the
fire.
follow, for the Prime subscription. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Hope you're well. Right. So we got a fireplace. What did you say we needed now?
Yeah. We need fuel to fuel the fire.
Right. So we just got to go look for that, have we?
Yeah. Well, you can either use a rag as a fuel, or you can come to a tree with your knife out and chop some bark.
Let's do that then. So let's get my knife back out.
And then if you just hold left click until you've got a couple of bits of bark. Also, trees do spawn certain fruits.
Right. Okay.
Under this tree, there's a couple of dried pears.
Yeah, I saw them on the floor when I tried to pick up the sticks. So I'm still just going. Does that keep giving me more and more, or?
Yeah. So the more cycles it does.
Yep.
That's
so I've got
1.
7 out of 8. Okay.
Some would say he's barking up the wrong tree.
We would never say that. Get out.
Right. Okay. Let's move on.
To your fireplace. So ideally, you don't want to do it in open. Just because if there's other players on the server, they can see the smoke from a mile off.
Right,
so I'll
makes
pick it
sense.
up for you. So you can pick it up off the floor and pop it into your bag.
Yep.
So you want to be looking for a house, ideally.
Okay. What about this one right in
you
front
can
of
either do
us?
it on the floor, or some houses have
some fireplaces. Yeah.
This one doesn't, but there is food on the floor.
Danny, can I cure you if you've still got a cold?
Yes.
What would you like?
There you go. You found a canned bacon there, which is good.
Some to trust in.
There you go. On the floor. Oh, no. On the floor.
Cool. So we want to be careful because if you're obviously.
So I've just given him some tetracycling. So that he'll take that and it should cure him. It takes a little time, obviously.
Yep.
As in the real world, you don't just take a tablet and you're better.
So Tom, if you come back the way you came and come to the yellow house that was next door, or the beigey house, where we just were, where Martin is. Yep. So if you come into this beige house here.
Right across. There you go.
Yeah. What you'll see is there's a fireplace. There's a stove there, which you can open and put your fireplace inside.
Right.
So your fireplace on the floor down here.
Will that essentially just heat the whole house up then, will it, or?
It'll
the area you're in
proximity.
Okay. So what do I
enables you? Sorry, go ahead.
So obviously I'm here now. All I've got is clothes.
Right. Okay. So if you
bring the fireplace into your hand,
Swap,
swap that for the knife. Yeah.
Place. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. So that's in the stove.
Back out. Put your back in there as well.
So we've got put that in there and attach.
Yeah. And now we need something to start the fire. You might be lucky enough to find a lighter.
Okay.
If not, then we have to craft something to start a fire, which would be a
hand drill kit.
Yeah, hand drill kit, which I believe is
a bark and a stick.
Bark
from what I can remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got bark here, so I put that in my hands.
Yeah.
And then we want a stick combined with that and craft fireplace hand drill kit. Here we go.
Hand drill kit. That's it.
So I'll hold that.
So now, if you hold the hand drill kit in your hand and go near the fire, it should say ignite.
Hand drill kit. Let's swap that. Ignite. Here we go.
There you go. So that's going to start your fire for you. Now, if you were fortunate enough to, let's say, have an axe or a hacksaw of some description, you can go and cut down bigger trees outside and then get logs effectively, so they will burn for longer, so they will keep your fire going. Obviously, bark. Some bandages, it won't burn for as long as it would if you put a lot of firewood in there.
Yep, makes sense.
Just obviously remember, if you have an axe, not to have an accident.
Can he go?
Someone get rid of it. Who invited this guy?
What you can see, Tom, is if you go near the fire, and then tab into your menu there.
Yes.
Your inventory. What you'll see on this left-hand side now, you can scroll down. It should say fire if you're close by it. You may have to crouch potentially.
Hold on. All I can see is beef flying on the floor. Oh, right. Okay, so we got fireplace, smoking, cooking, fireplace.
So if you see those sticks you've got there at the top of your menu now.
Yes, here, yeah.
If you go up, so if you drag those onto either smoking or cooking, depends on how you want to prepare your meat. Drag one of them onto there, and then it's going to start cooking it for you with the meat. You see the sticks at the top there in the vicinity?
Yep.
Steak. Not steak.
That's it. Okay, so that's cooking. You will have to keep an eye on it, like any food.
I'm sorry, it was your accent then. I thought you meant stickers in steak. Sorry.
So if you keep an eye on it, eventually it will cook. If you leave it too long, it'll burn, and obviously then you can't eat it.
Okay, cool.
Usually takes about 30 seconds, a minute, depending on
100 degrees.
You get the stakes at either finding animals.
Yep.
And then shooting them and then gutting them, or chickens. So you can find like cows in the wild, sheep, bears, wolves, and then chickens.
But then you can also see below where you're cooking there your fuel. So if you were to chop down a tree and get some logs, you can put them in there, and then that's how you just add fuel to it effectively.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits, and I am Stone and Manny. We will be playing this after we are just having a Ruthless DayZ server guide on everything, because I do not know how to play DayZ. So for everyone else that wants to learn how to play it, this is what we're doing. Ready for event next week or the week after, where all of you guys that play DayZ or wanting to play, you can watch this video and then obviously come and play with us. So yes, I will be in Manny after. Fair enough, just not seen him in RP for a while. Best PD. I was in last night, and I was in the night before, or the night before that. But yes, we're going to play this for a little while, and then we'll be in Manny later. Cool, sorry about that, guys. So we have my steak seems to have gone off the cooking thing. Have you taken that off?
I think it was cooked.
No, I think has it gone into your pocket, maybe?
Smoking. No. Oh, has it gone into my pocket? No, it's disappeared completely.
If it is overcooked,
yep.
I'm not sure if it disappears or not.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I've had.
Yeah.
It will do. Yeah. Okay. So I was just talking too long. So apologies.
That's all right. Yeah. So just keep an eye on it. It does obviously like physically change its look, so you know when it is cooked.
Okay. Sounds good. So it was quite quick then, as you said. So with smoking, I see there's a steak on there now. What's the other little? So you can put multiple things on. Is that what that basically means? You can put another one on.
Yeah. So you can smoke two and cook one.
Right.
Smoking lasts longer.
Yep.
Then if it is cooked.
Yep.
Just like any food, it can go off. So if you're storing,
it takes longer to cook.
And just
Takes
remember,
longer to cook, but lasts
if you
longer.
cook it too long, that would be a mistake.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Within by 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, Lucky.
I feel like we can all agree this is going south.
Do you like my hat?
No, I do not.
Cool. So obviously we've now set up a fireplace. We're keeping ourselves warm, which is obviously what we want.
So can you see your heat temperature now?
Yes, it's gone up. Yes, yeah.
That's a heat buff. So that means you will not get cold for at least 20 minutes.
Okay, cool. So
if you didn't have any clothing on.
Perfect. So we're almost good to explore at this point to make sure everything's sorted. Cool. So we know. So we've got into the city. Let's recap then. So we got into the city. We know what we're doing in terms of the button layout. We've obviously changed our graphics to suit. We've then after that we've identified what actually DayZ is and how to play. We've then done a little bit of looting, killed a few zombies, realised that the zombies carry certain items, and obviously we've then picked them up. We've then know how to craft a fire. We then know how to get meat if we need to. We can use our knife and kill the cows, etc., and pick up the meat, and then we cook the meat. So we've now got to a stage where we've got a base, we've got the basic essentials to keep us warm, and a bit of food. What's the next stage from here?
So the next stage on here is actually going to find some loot to protect yourselves.
Okay.
Like as you will obviously witness, the zombies are very adapted to sound.
Yes.
And the louder the sound, the more there is.
Right. Okay.
This gun is silenced, but I will show you it without it being silenced, because a lot of people think
that sounded quite loud. Yeah.
So this is it without it being silenced. Stand by.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely non-silenced.
So there is quite a big difference. So if you can avoid shooting without a silenced weapon, that's obviously a big bonus. So what you would do now is you would probably aim for a trader, but you would probably aim to loot on the way to a trader, so you've got stuff to sell when you get there.
And where are we looking for traders then?
So if you open your map, you'll see, you can scan around and you'll see Green Mountain.
Green Mountain Trader, yep. See that.
So that is the safe trader. So in there, that is a safe zone. There's no killing in that zone. You can't even raise your weapon. All other traders, though, are free for all, so you can be shot. So it's risk reward, like Black Mountain.
Yep.
That trader is where your high profile, high loot guns are sold and bought.
Yep.
But obviously, you might be carrying 3-4 high loot guns. You might get shot on the way there. So you have to scan the area, plan your attack, and get there. The only rule in the server is that you cannot camp the traders, so you can't loot camp basically.
Okay.
Mainly because it's not fair.
Yeah.
But if you go there, there's somebody else there selling guns. They're probably not going to think twice about shooting you and taking your loot.
Makes sense.
So
The thing with a black trader, there's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So execution is key when you go for a black trader run.
So you've almost got to arm yourselves up, go as a whole gang, otherwise you're gonna survive.
One great area is obviously, as Tom said there, when you're making your way to the trader, great places to stop off at military bases. You'll find very high loot, as you'd expect with military base. You'll find more selection of guns there, military clothing, as you see what Tom's wearing, types of things like that, better backpacks, better trousers which offer better insulation, all that type of stuff. They are really good places, but the downside to those is more zombies potentially.
Okay.
Problem.
So
Martin has brought 1,000 zombies to our base.
Brilliant. Well done.
Because he shot an unsilenced weapon. So as we were pointing out before, if you shoot an unsilenced weapon, it will bring a lot of zombies. Now, Green Trader, that is where you'll buy, okay guns, okay equipment. It's also where the vehicle trader is. It's also where your medical supply trader is, your weapon clothing trader, and all of that stuff. Black Mountain is where all your high profile loot is. Then you've got your building trader, self-explanatory. And hidden around the map, there are drugs traders. You have to find them because you can plant cannabis and you can grow cocaine. And you can harvest it for big money. So you obviously process it like you would. You dig it, plant it, fertilize it, water it. Then you let it grow. you'd harvest it, and then you go and sell it to a drugs trader or to another player. They might want to buy it. They might want a drug run for you. So we'll try and move out of here. Give me a second, and we'll try and clear some of these zombies away.
So just to confirm then, well, for anyone that's obviously new to PC, for instance, that wants to play this game, is it a controller friendly?
No,
It's
that
not.
is the one thing about it, is they have launched it on Xbox and PlayStation, but anyone that's played it on there realizes very quickly that you don't want to do that, because it's just not. If you think of all the emotes and buttons you're pressing, go and try and kill him, Tom.
Not only that, it's vanilla, so it is the base game. There are no mods on there. It is just basically the normal game, so you won't have the benefits of the custom trainers, the better vehicles, all those type of things.
Oh, was it? Right. Okay.
You nearly smacked me in the head.
I did. Yeah. I almost. You got away with that one.
So yeah, it's not controller friendly, but you wouldn't want to play it on controller.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to cover that point just in case.
It is going to be controller friendly.
Yeah. I just because I had my controller plugged in then, and I just needed to remove it over to my kid's monitor, and I just obviously started to move with my controller, so I just wanted to confirm whether it was or not.
So I used to be the guy that always plays everything on controller. Oh my god, I can't cope on mouse and keyboard. So obviously when I first started playing this with OP, he was like, no, you've got to try it, and I was averse to it.
Yep.
But you get used to it very quickly, and you realise the amount of stuff you can do.
Yep.
Mr. Roberts
is overwhelming.
Yeah, your muscle memory comes very quickly with this. It's quite intuitive.
Cool.
Right, just you do have a weapon and one magazine.
Okay, I've just got that. Yeah.
Okay.
Wicked, thank you.
There we go.
I thought he was going to shoot you in the head. That would have been hilarious.
We did say we were going to get our first kill.
We are going to be giving away a couple of copies of the game at some point. So Tom will probably give away one on his stream, and we'll give away one in the Discord. So if you haven't got the game and you want it, don't be disheartened. You can also get it on CD keys, very cheap, and it does go on sale quite often on Steam. So look out for that. I believe it was on sale in the last one. Yeah. But obviously that's finished now, and it goes down to about £23 or something like that. So there are ways to get it cheaper. I think it's about 30 quid on Steam at the moment. I'm not massively sure.
Maybe we can look to when we announce the event. Maybe we can do a giveaway before then, and
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
people who haven't got DayZ may be able to get win the giveaway to get the DayZ. That'd be cool. We could do something like that.
If you view a game that you go on how much it costs per hour, then DayZ is really good value, because
speaking from experience,
hours in it.
I've got hundreds of hours in this game, and it doesn't feel like it at all. You will lose hours in this game. It's quite immersive, and when you get into it and you're making these runs to traders and things like that, the time just flies. You will just spend hours in it.
So, being a GTA role player myself, then. Are you are people have to talk in the game, or can they be in Discords the whole time, or how does that type of thing work?
So it's really dealer's choice.
The way that we've sort of said it is we're more than happy. Obviously, you will see in the Ruthless DayZ Discord we have channels.
Okay.
What we've kind of said is if we're going to use that, what we'd like to say is maybe have a radio on your belt in game, so it keeps that sort of immersive. But then you could chat to your team in Discord.
That's only within the RP side.
Yeah.
Okay. In this one, PvP, jump in a call, talk to your friends.
Yep.
Obviously, when you meet people in game, you will obviously have to talk in game to them.
Of course,
The mic's very good. If you double click it, you can hot mic, but we don't advise it. There are microphones as well.
What I would say is from the PvP element, you can make it your own. If you choose, you decide you want to capture someone, that's fine. But you do run the risk that they could just turn around and shoot you in the face. They don't have to give you that explanation. So it's all if you were going to try and capture someone, maybe you want to get information on someone's base that you fancy raiding, something like that. Planning is probably going to be key with that, to catch one person on the road.
Of course,
yeah.
So maybe you just don't want to kill them. That's the other thing.
I'm just thinking, obviously, because we're trying to go to the Green Mountain, aren't we? So we're 3 kilometers away. How long does that roughly take?
This is a military base this year.
So this
3 kilometers, I would say probably 20 to 25 minutes to hike that.
Right.
At the most.
Yeah, sprinting. Yeah.
But that's because you're going to be stopping everywhere. You're going to be looking for things on the way. You're going to be looting up so that when you get to the Green Mountain, you're going to have stuff to sell.
Okay.
So the main thing is it's the economy. We've obviously set and made and spent hours making the economy so that it's as realistic and fair as possible. So when you get to Green Mountain, you might have 5 guns, a rucksack, some clothing, some stuff you just want to sell off. You sell that off there, and then you'll try and buy yourself something. You could, like I say, you can buy vehicles, which will get you around the map a lot quicker. We do have helicopters, like I say. They're very expensive, so you won't be able to buy them instantly. Or you might just want to buy yourself a decent gun, go out so you can hunt better, so you've got more of a chance of staying alive.
Well, not only that, you might choose you want to buy some more tactical clothing. All the sort of clothing that's there, especially from a military aspect, is multiple different camos. You can, and like the vests you can wear, you can set your own presets up, which you'll see when we get there. Is that you can, so if you like your vest that you wear a certain way and you want a certain pouches on it, you can then configure that and then save that preset. So every time you go back there, if you need to buy another one, just click your preset and you buy it straight off.
Right.
Same with the clothing. If you like it a certain way, certain camouflage. Obviously you want different jackets because they have different insulation. Same with trousers. You can do all that with your presets.
Okay.
So just a question in chat there. Yes, DT. So this one is our PvP server. So this is a kill on site server, or you don't have to, but the option is there. The other server we have, which is Ruthless RP, which is PvPvE, which means there are KOS, kill on site zones. But if you want to kill out of those zones, you will receive a bounty on your head, so you'll be visible on the map as someone who's known as a lawbreaker. But you'll also have had a minimum engagement with that person. To say they come up to you want to mug them, they're not cooperating, you'd need an engagement and a reason to kill them and a reason to rob their base. But on this server that we're playing on now, which is personally, I enjoy the fear that I might pop around a corner and get shot. It's just the PvP. But sometimes I just like to chill out, have some role play, have some fun, build some bases, make some friends. Then I go on to the RP server. But Danny, Martin, and Billingham will all tell you the one rule in DayZ is what, gentlemen?
Don't get attached to your loot.
That's it. Do not get attached to anything you have, because you will lose it, you will die, and you will have to go.
And personally, in a PvP server, never trust everyone 100%, because as I found from experience, I've been killed by my own teammates in the back.
Right.
Just for the purpose of obviously your stream as well, Tom, we're not going to make you in the full 2K, so I'm just going to bring you to me, okay?
Yep, sounds good. So obviously, chat, just to remind you, I right now I had my hands off, and the reason why I was doing that is because if you start running with W and Shift, you can then push your num plus at the same time, and then hands off, and it'll run sprint automatically for you. So that's just a remember thing for you. So if you do want to get a drink, or you're chatting away, getting bored, or it's not getting bored, but you know, you're chatting away or doing some other things, whack it on that and it will automatically sprint for you.
So this is Green Mountain. Welcome. And this is our custom built trader area. And if you run around and just go and explore really and see what traders you bump into, where they all are and what they all do.
Cool. Let's have a look then. So what we got in here, we've got vehicle parts. Okay, so we got civilian vehicles.
So you have the vanilla vehicles, which are the civilian vehicles. These are base DayZ vehicles, which are in every DayZ server. It just comes as core with the game. They're obviously going to be your cheapest vehicles to buy.
Are they just base vehicles rather than the engine and all that? You got to buy all that separately,
it comes fully ready to go.
Okay, just the picture looks slightly like they're half finished.
So basically, when you spawn it in, it will come with everything: fuel, wheels, doors, battery, spark plugs, lights, everything. Ready to go vehicle.
So I'm looking there. So we've got the cheapest vehicle at 43.4k. What's the 21.7k on the left of that?
So
that's how much it will sell for. If you buy it, and you want to sell it back because you want to upgrade your vehicle, you've had enough of it. That is what you will get if you sell it back second hand to that trader.
Or maybe let's say you've stole one and you bring it up here and you want to resell it.
Oh my goodness, what's just happened there?
Oh.
Now,
I've just had something
obviously vehicles depend on your size. So I mean that is So do that. So yeah, vehicles depending on their size, they have an inventory, a boot space. So depending the bigger the vehicle, the bigger the boot space. What you'll see with like the other custom vehicles, like the Land Rovers and things like that, they have more options to put things on. So you can put crates and barrels on them, which then further expands your boot space. So I mean, then you can carry a lot more in that vehicle. So if you were, I don't know, you did a trip down to the building trader to buy all your essentials to start building your base, you could load that up with everything you need to build a base, and then come back in one go.
Okay, so as we've run up as well, we've looted a few places. You should have a few items in your backpack.
Yes, I do. I have some guns. I have a suppressor. I have a couple of hats. 3 hats, in fact.
Yep. So if you go to the into the traders.
Clothing trader,
Yeah, so you're into the clothing trader. If you look at the tab at the bottom where it says sellable and purchasable.
Sellable,
If you click the sellable, all them things there are sellable.
So I've sold them 2 hats that I found off of the
Exactly.
So you can click sell, and that will start making you money. Now, if it's got a yellow exclamation mark by it, that means you are wearing it, or you have it on you, or you have attachments to that weapon. So it's just giving you a little warning. Are you sure you want to sell this?
Yeah, are you sure I'm wearing that? Yeah, that makes sense.
So it means that it gives you a little warning to say, if you sell this, you're not going to have any shoes on in a minute, mate.
That makes sense,
So yeah, and if you come upstairs, you'll see all the other traders. So you've got weapons, you've got military gear, and you've got attachments.
So I did notice. I did notice
what kind of thing it does.
Obviously, I had before I sold them items, I had 0 currency. Obviously, this is me hoping that I get to here with loads of items on me that I can sell it enough to buy something. But what happens if I don't? How do I get money that maybe, or how do you get money firstly, and then secondly, how would I get the money out or anything like that?
Right, so the money when you sell something goes into your inventory.
Okay.
Well, you will have seen popping up that you are receiving. Did you get that in this one, a wage?
Yes.
Or is that just
No, thank you very much for following. Hope you're well.
So you're getting a wage now around the map. And we won't reveal where, because obviously that's part of the fun of it. Is our cash machines. Now you can store. Now we purposely haven't put any cash machines in Trader. Risk reward. If you want to buy something of high value, you're going to have to risk it. Go to a cash machine, get your money out, and get to that trader. So that's the fear factor for you there straight away. Is you might get shot. You've got your team with you there, scoping out the surrounding area and everything like that, making sure that doesn't happen. So that's the other way you can store your money safely. Is if you've got, I don't know, 100k, you've had a really good military base run. You've found loads of Chaytacs, you found AX50s, you found Gavaris. You've sold them. You've got 60, 70k on you, right? So you can run to a cash machine and put it away. Okay. Now, the other thing is, and this doesn't affect any players, is you can rob the cash machine. If you have the right equipment, you can go up to a cash machine and you can sit and you can rob one. And you get anything between 25 to 70k out of robbing it. Okay, so that's another way to make money. Obviously, another way to make money is to cultivate narcotics and drugs. You can do that and sell them at one of the drugs traders. You can rob other players, or you can just collect your wage, build a base, collect your wage for being in the server, which is £200 every so long. So there are loads of ways to make money, and that's the good thing about DayZ, is you're not limited to one thing. You're not limited to, some people just like doing military base runs. Let's get a load of guns, let's go and sell them, let's buy a car, let's do more. Obviously, if you have a vehicle, it might have 1,000 slots, whereas your t-shirt might only have 30. So there are multiple ways to make money.
And this then further funds you being able to make base improvements, or get extra things for your fortifications for your base, which is the whole plethora of things that you can buy to armor your base effectively. So when you do decide you want, you have a couple of your mates, you want to put down some roots somewhere where you can take all your loot back to. That's when you start making this money, investing it into buying building kits and things like that, of that nature, and then storage crates for inside your base and all those type of things.
So a question from DT: what happens when you die? So when you die, you will get to respawn back at the coast somewhere. Now you will have a marker on your body. So you can risk it and go back and get your stuff. Now, that doesn't mean your stuff will be there, because the person who killed you might have looted you. They might not. They might have gone, you only have rubbish stuff. But you will respawn with the stuff that you respawned first with, like a couple of cans of bacon, some rags, and the Ruthless shirt, okay? So,
a knife and a drink.
And a knife and a drink. So you can run back to your body, or you might have teammates who haven't been killed, have been camping in the bushes with snipers or stuff like that, watching your body for you. That's quite a big thing in this. If they haven't been killed, they might sit and watch your body, so that when you come back, your stuff's there. And also there's a chance if someone's running in to loot your body, you're going to be able to shoot them before they can loot you. So that's what happens when you die. You'll lose your stuff, but there is an opportunity to get it back. If we run downstairs, I believe
2 seconds. I think I've
there
just
is a
dropped.
vehicle. There are some vehicles parked out the front.
Yeah, Tom, I saw
just
when you were trying to drag them trousers into you, it's because you had something in them.
Right, okay, so
a few of the vehicles.
If you've got a weapon in your trousers,
yes, which is what I saw, yeah,
you can't put them trousers into, otherwise you just keep stacking things. So if you want to stack your trousers, you need to take the weapon out and use the slots for the weapon.
So my custom shirt, I've got all of this in my custom shirt. I've got to remove all of them before I can put another shirt on.
So you can drag the shirt into the vicinity.
Yeah.
Then put the other shirt on, and then you can double click all the items that are in the vicinity, and they'll automatically go into your shirt.
So say that again. From this point here, I've got all of this.
Yep. So if you, there you go. So all of that's there. So double click it. Double click each item. No.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Put your other shirt on.
I've done that, yeah.
So it's in your hands now. So now you can double click. There you go. Double click each item, and that will go.
That's going into the vicinity.
If you double click it, it'll go into your shirt. Why is it not? Okay. Well, that go in? Yeah.
Oh, it's got to go. Okay, so it goes into the vicinity first, then you have to put it into the.
Yeah, then you double click it, it'll go into your jacket.
Right, got ya.
Basically, it's taking everything out.
Makes sense, and then I can do that as well. Cool. All right, so I look a little bit more
ammoed up.
Ammoed up, cool.
So we've got out a few vehicles here.
Yeah.
Just to show you what vehicles we've had. Some of them are custom. This is just a Land Rover.
Yep.
The other ones are like custom, like you've got the Predator. You've got Humvees. All sorts of stuff going on here.
What you will see is when you go next to one of those vehicles with the open door, if you go to your tab menu again.
Yep, tab.
And then on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see the inventory of that vehicle. So if you scroll down a little bit, you see where it says M14 Humvee Desert 1 of 1,000 or 0,000. That's all inventory space. You can put stuff in that vehicle.
Oh, okay, right. So if you want a proper loot up, everything goes in there. And I presume, obviously, we can rob that as well from other players and stuff like that.
You can. What you can do from the same trader just inside there, you can buy a car key.
Okay.
So you can then assign that key to the vehicle and lock it. So let's say you park it at your base, you take your key inside, put it in a safe inside. Then you know your vehicle's secure. Obviously, if you were to get raided, someone breaks the safe, they can take your car key, still take your car.
Perfect. Sounds good. Cool. So basically now it's the case of if you found enough money, then you'd be obviously buying a vehicle and then you can go around the map a lot quicker. Yeah,
that's it. Right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to love you and leave you because I have a race to take part in.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for the to look in. So I think we've pretty much covered most things, haven't we? From
the essentials are there. I mean, obviously we're always on hand. If anyone has any issues, we have tech support tickets, things like that in the Discord. Or just the general chat. You know, everyone who loves DayZ and gets into DayZ, it's more of a community type thing. So everyone's willing to help people out. So if there's any questions, anything like that, you know, it's never a stupid question with DayZ. It's most likely been asked before. So if you've just got a simple question of, oh, how would I do this? How, you know, these, I'm explaining these symptoms. What do I do? More likely someone, either the staff team or someone in the chat, will always help you out.
Sounds good.
No question is stupid. DayZ is a bit of a learning curve, everybody. But that's why we're all here, and that's why we've got Tom, who's going to be, you know, he's making this into a YouTube video, so you'll be able to watch it back if you're stuck on anything. We're always on hand, and I'm sure he'll do a few more. Obviously, follow his TikTok. I'm sure there'll be things on there as well, little tidbits of when he's shot us in the face, or you know,
which he has done.
I have done a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
We also have in the Discord a little brief how-to DayZ.
Yes.
And that's also in your Discord, I believe.
It is in my Discord as well. And for anyone that obviously is in the YouTube right now watching or in the live stream, do come over to my Discord that's on the chats, and I'll link it in the bottom of the comments on YouTube. There is a how-to DayZ. There is also going to be, I'm going to work with the guys on a how-to beginner guide. So the video that we've just made here will be in that. It'll also have all the commands, the basic commands, and a little basic how-to. So if the guys are happy with the basics on how to set up maybe a fire, stuff like that, or some essentials, obviously you guys are going to want to learn how to do that. But the fact that we've just given you a whole basic video on it, the basic prompts on what you may need and stuff like that, I'm more than happy to work with the guys, and if they want to put that in, then we can do the same. But ultimately, thank you guys for watching the YouTube video that you may be, or watching the stream. I want to just obviously thank the guys here firstly for their time. It is looking like an excellent server to be on. I've never played DayZ before, and to actually go through the basics and take their time to actually understand how to do everything, and I'm sure I've obviously seen the comments in the stream, it's been very insightful for everyone. So I just want to obviously say thank you to them, and you'll see obviously a lot more DayZ streams now we know a lot more.
Well, thank you, Tom.
No worries.
Hope to see you, and hope to be taking down your team very shortly in the event.
Yeah.